You are shifting so hard. You're shifting to a whole new timeline. And no, this is not one of those you're shifting to a whole new timeline video, but you're actually seeing the split that we've been talking about. The new earth and the old earth is going to become very, very clear for those of you who are on this frequency right now and know what I'm talking about. This video is being attracted, magnetized towards you because your higher self is confirming the fact that the split you're seeing, witnessing, observing, experiencing is real. Right now, a lot of us are awakening to the true frequency of earth. That's what I'm hearing for you. The true frequency of your soul, because the earth also has that soul, that energy, that aliveness to it. And a lot of the time, or most of the time, for the longest time, we've been, how you say, there's like a programming over, okay, let me know if you can feel this too, a programming over the earth telling it to work and sync and appear to be syncing to a new way. And that way feels very much more like, I don't know, the way that I'm seeing is very AI or technological, but the true frequency and the true rhythm of earth is completely different. Okay, so that's why a lot of you guys, even though, you're in the cities and stuff like that, but you're very connected with the trees, you're connected with the forest, you're connected with nature. And when you're connecting with that, you're feeling your own nature, your own rhythm. And what I'm hearing here is because you have this instrument of recognizing truth, true resonance, I'm hearing. And when you're in certain frequencies that is in resonance with yourself and your soul, you will feel a slowing down. And then when you come back, come out of that nature walk or come out with that connection session, whether it's through meditating or actually, connecting with like, earth or nature or whatever. And then you feel like there's this high speed or highway that this world, this modern world is trying to get you accustomed to. So if all of a sudden, like when you close down your eyes and you know what your body really needs when you tune into your heart, it tells you you need more rest. You need to slow down. You need to breathe deeper, fuller, slower. And you need to take more time for yourself. And then at the same time, you're having this programming put over you that you can sense into, that you feel like, oh my gosh, I would be unproductive. Okay, I would be unproductive if I don't do this. I would be irresponsible if I don't prioritize working, if I don't prioritize making money, if I don't prioritize doing things for other people. I would be a terrible daughter, mother, friend, wife, husband, whatever, right? So what I'm feeling here and the message I'm really channeling through, and by the way, I always channel through the messages from your higher self, your God consciousness, what you know deeply to be true. I'm only reflecting back, I'm mirroring back your truth that you already know within you. This is a confirmation that you are not crazy. And you're far from being crazy. You're very advanced. You're an advanced soul who understand and understand the true rhythm of the earth. That's what I'm hearing for you. You're a wisdom keeper. So your message, if you have a message at all, is really helping people connecting to their heart and connecting to their natural rhythm. I keep on hearing that word rhythm. So I feel like I'm connecting with a soul, a growth soul who really wants to honor their natural rhythm and understand the importance of that. And because you're on this path, I'm hearing you're on this path to restore the natural rhythm of the earth. Wow, that's amazing. You're on this path to restore Earth's natural rhythm and frequency. And if you know this is your role, then you have to go first. And what I mean by that is I'm hearing for you, you had to go through periods of living life not according to the natural rhythm for you to recognize what is true and what isn't. So you could be working at a very demanding, job. And even if it's not demanding, in your head, you feel like you need to put more energy to it because you need to prove, or you need to, I don't know, whatever that fear consciousness was. You feel like it just kept on going. Your stress, your cortisol, your all these hormones are out of whack. You're having all these problems, fertility, problem in your marriages, problem within yourself, within your source, and you felt the effect, the health issues, the illnesses, the diseases. And because of that, you've come to realize that holy effing crap, you've been living so out of sync. And because you have experienced that polarity, that contrasting effect, it kick-started, okay, your seeker journey, your awakening journey. And that is all part of the grand plan to help you and to awaken you to your true role as the earth's wisdom keeper. Because the earth speaks through us. I'm connecting with someone who's very connected to the earth, okay? You can be an earth sign, or you're just really connected with Mother Earth or whatever, right? So I'm definitely feeling that because of this deep connection, you're opening this type of like telepathic channel that you're hearing the earth's calling out to you. Some of you guys can refer to this energy as Gaia even. So you can be connecting with all these source of energies that is speaking to you. You can hear the plants, you can hear the trees, you can hear the dirt. Yes, the dirt. Okay, I'm hearing. For some of you, let me know who you are. Okay, give me some sprout, tree emoji if that's you, or hit the like. I'm connecting with someone who has a big heart, and it's not always easy for you to be grounded. That's what I'm hearing. It's not always easy for you to be grounded. So that's why you're feeling like, who the F am I to be leading people into grounding themselves and finding their own natural rhythm and alignment, because I have trouble doing that myself. And what's being channeled through right now is it's not about being perfect, because that is also that conditioning that was placed upon you, upon us in the old earth, that has disconnected us from the mother. And that's the divine feminine essence that's being restored on our planet right now as we're moving into the new earth consciousness. And the new earth consciousness is divine led, and is this divine feminine frequency that's being restored. Because the hierarchy, or whatever they would call hierarchy in the 3D, is all messed up. It's like, oh, the top of it is the masculine, but that's not true. If you understand the chakra system at all, any basic understanding, you would know that, heaven is above earth. You would know the base is the root, right? And you would know the crown is the heaven. So that is the divine order. And our lower channels are our masculine channels, and our higher, channel is ruled by the feminine. So what does this tell us? It tells us that's the divine order. Same with the process of manifestation. It has to come from feminine first. It has to come from the world of spirit. It has to come from the seed of thought for things to materialize as the masculine's work. So this is the thing. Feminine, the divine feminine codes has been long forgotten and suppressed and manipulated and overwritten by this logic, by this programming, by this overly masculine energy of the 3D. And because of that, now there is a grand awakening. Because what we may or may not be aware is the nature of reality has to work on equilibrium, harmony. So when something is so out of whack, something is going to come through and balance it. That's the prophecy of the Shambhala warriors, or whatever it's called. That's what I'm hearing right now. Oh my God, all of this is being channeled through right now. It's like all of this light warriors, okay? Light leaders are being awakened. That's why there's a rapid awakening on our planet, and you're one of them. You're one of the leaders, the guides, the healers, the co-creators, the weavers, the awakeners of the true frequency that our earth is here to be, because the earth is the hearth and the heart, okay? The heart is in the middle, which is restoring masculine and feminine in balance. Right now, our world is out of balance, and everything is everything. Our earth is out of balance. You are out of balance. So that's why you feel like sometimes you're just in your head. You're in your head all the time. You're in your head. You're thinking. You're over analyzing. You're asking how. You know the magic exists. You know you're attracted to the number of synchronicity. You know, and you can read, and you are intuitive, and you can channel, and you can feel into all this beyond the veil. But yet in your head, how, logic, and that is the system that is collapsing right now. And that is the old earth paradigm that we are breaking, because it has been manipulated for so long, and we allow it, right? We act like, you say helpless little victims. Oh, this is all programmed all over me. What do I do? What can I do? You are that Christ consciousness. The Christ consciousness lives within you. You hold that code of the 144000. You hold the code of the Shambhala warriors, the light warriors, the terracotta warriors. That's what I'm hearing. I'm feeling into this energy of a grand rising of our true kingdom. It's being restored. And our true kingdom can only be restored when you awaken to the true rhythm, to the true frequency, to you, who you are. And this is a time collectively when we can't be in sleepy mode anymore. I feel like up to this point we can, snooze and snooze and snooze. But when this energy, this video, this frequency hits you, you're gonna feel like you're shifting through a whole new timeline. You're gonna feel that you can feel that frequency of the old earth crumbling and being so obviously obvious in your eyes, that is manipulated, that is out of what is out of sync, that is out of balance. And you can see and you can feel into, and when I say see, I'm talking about you can sense into the frequency, and you can see in your vision of the new earth. And the new earth, you know that you have a lot to do with it, like everything to do with it. That's your true frequency. You're here to co-create it and manifest it into reality, like all of us here. Okay? So when you feel into your true new earth frequency, you know that you have a role to play. Okay? You have a role to play in this new earth awakening, consciousness expansion. And I feel like this video is coming through to you. This is your higher self manifesting this. You cannot hide that anymore. You cannot hide who you are anymore. And I feel like you've been running and hiding. Light warrior, wake up. And I don't mean wake up in a rude way. I mean wake up in taking off the blankets, knowing that this is your grand rising moment, knowing that that snooze button isn't gonna do you any good. And when I say wake up, I'm feeling that you've been awakened. You've been awakened. Not just now you're waking up or whatever. You have been awakened. But it's just that blanket of delays that you tell yourself, maybe not now, maybe not logical, maybe we'll have to wait until perfect timing. But you are the perfect timing. There is no time in that sense, except for you deciding that the time is now. You have the ability to bend time and space. And this is the quantum jump. This is the quantum leap that you know that you are able to do when you go beyond who and what you think you are. And that's what the 3D density, the all earth consciousness, that tells you. It wants to continuously label you. It works on label because why? Because it knows that the core power of how you shift and quantum shift through the different reality is through your identity. Okay, that's what I say, you attract what you are because you manifest from your core frequency, from your identity, who you believe and know yourself to be. So then they try to tell you that you're just a single mom, you're just a 9-to-5er, you're just a cat lady, you're just a whatever single male in Sacramento, So they try to tell you to put yourself on this label, okay? You have this mental illness, you have this whatever multi-personality disorder, babe. You are multi-dimensional being. You are able to tap into multiple freaking timelines because you've lived through them. You're remembering the truth that you're not this one vessel, this one body, and you're this soul, this energy, this infinite energy that has gone through lifetimes. This is not your first rodeo. So that's why they now here, you're being labeled as crazy. You're being labeled as dissociative or whatever it's called, right? It's like you are here to experience this multidimensional place, and they try to tell you you are this gender and this gender, and then this is like all of these things that is telling you there's something wrong with you. It's like they're trying to label you, put you in a box, and then at the same time telling you that you're in that box because there's something wrong with you. Do you see the trap? Do you see the loop, right? Do you see how all of this is making you forgetful? And I do want to insert here and reflecting back to you that there's no use of calling the system evil because it's just irrelevant, and this is not you doing anything about your life except for complaining. This is really you knowing that there's certain things that are kind of working not in your favor. There are certain energies that is really here designing for you to forget your divinity, but it is part of the game. Okay, it's part of consciousness experiencing itself. That's the grand design. That's the God design, actually. Okay, so everything is here for you to remember who you are, because without the darkness, you're not going to know that you're the light, right? If everything is just light, everything is just light, everything is light, then you wouldn't know who you are. So that's why consciousness has to split itself into darkness and light, for you to know, for you to learn through contrast and comparison and identification. So allowing yourself to know that what you identify yourself as is going to shift you, is going to move you, because you can only move through your true core identity. You're going to take action based on who you believe you are. If you believe that you're a normal 9-to-5 for a single mom, single dad, you're gonna act like that. You're not gonna do extraordinary, out of this world moves, because you don't believe that's who you are. If you don't believe that you're cosmic royalty that you truly are, you're not gonna move like that. You're gonna take small action. So this is a time where our collective is being presented the different timelines very clearly. That's what I'm hearing for you very clearly. And you're in this frequency right now where you are feeling the calling of the earth. You're hearing the calling and the cries of the mother, and you're hearing the grand awakening to the new earth. And it's not something like, oh, I hope this timeline comes and find me, but you know that you have a role to play. So are you gonna play it or not? You're gonna play it or not? And your role is becoming the one you're looking for, the one you're waiting for, the one you're seeking for. Because there's no waiting, there's no longing. Because what you're doing is you're creating separation. So right now, you're being called to call back your power. Say this with me. I call all my power back into me now. I call all my power back into me now. I call all my power back into me now. And from this place of deep presence, deep knowing, deep anchoring, this is how you're restoring the earth true core frequency. This is how you're anchoring the new earth manifestations into fruition, into manifesting a new true reality. Because the truth is, this reality has been long seated in the hearts and minds of so many people. And now it's time for it to come through. This is what we call heaven on earth. This is our era. You have a role to play, so play it. This is not about the how. It's about surrendering to your truth, throwing away the old identities that keep you bounded, and allowing yourself to ask you at your deepest core level, who are you? Why you're here? What expands you? What contracts you? Why do you choose contractions? Why won't you choose expansion? What stands in the way? Are you succumbing to it? Or are you breaking free from it? This is when you decide your true new earth character. Your true new earth character has to be chosen. That's how you become the chosen one. Because you choose yourself. You exercise your free will. You exercise and you remember. You already decided and do all of this, okay? In this time and space, realm, we think we're making these choices, but the choice has already been made. You're here to remember. That's it. You're here to remember why you chose to be on this path, why you chose to meet with the certain devils, why do you choose to walk this path that is, what you call the least travel, the path of the least travel or something, right? Less travel path, whatever that quote is. Allowing yourself to remember that this is not the time for you to succumb to anything that takes your power away. This is the time for you to stand in your sovereignty. It's not about opinions, it's about truth. Okay? It's not about argument and discussion. It's about moving, aligning your energy towards truth. The truth doesn't need to convince anything or anyone. The truth just needs to be embodied and expressed as you in any way you choose, through art, through channeling, through writing, through creation, through speaking, through whatever, yoga, dancing, like whatever. It doesn't matter. Every one of us, we have a role to play in anchoring the frequency of heaven on earth through embodying the frequency of heaven on earth. And what is earth to you? Isn't earth the hearth? Okay? Isn't earth the middle path, the middle way, the center, the balance? We're here to restore balance. You're either the chaos or you're the harmony. So you choose. Let me know what comes through for you. Wow, I'm really feeling this one. We're moving really, really fast. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and I want to hear more from you. This is Tina Wong. I'm here every day. I love to see you, and I love to read all your comments below. I love you so much.